Hey, well, welcome to another section, just a kind of a finish up section, because I felt like the first one was too long to do all of this. Just a few more things. So yesterday, we basically learned how to kind of start your editing process. Get the clips on your timeline, create a timeline, which is known as projects, the organization, which is your library, your events. And events are just folders. They can be folders of pictures, they can be folders of interviews, they can be folders of B-roll, and they can be folders of day one, day two. I mean, however you want to organize it. So that's the organization behind iMovie in a nutshell. You also learn how to select the clips. In other words, mark them. That's really important by selecting the in and out points using your J, K, and L keys to move forward and backward and stop, and the I and the O for in and out, and then mark it with the F. And that gives you the green stripe, and you can keep on going, or you can just use the mouse, put it where you want, start playing with the space bar, do the I, do the O, stop it with a space bar, however you want to do it. You'll be a pro in no time, I have no doubt. If you wanted to remove that clip from being marked, you're going to select that marked clip and type the letter U, being careful that you don't select your entire work and type U, because you will also undo all the work. So what do we do when we want to undo in the Mac? Command Z. You got it. And that'll fix you right up. All right. And then one last thing I want to do a review of before we start on this other part is that I think I forgot to mention that your draft is likely, the clips will likely be separated by the questions that you ask. I mean, in general, that's how we've done it. So that means that your segments, your main segments, will be separated by the question title. So you can put a placeholder in there. If you look on backgrounds, you can just pick a color or a background or something, or even the background you might end up using for your titles. And you put it, just drag it right on there and resize it with the edges, like we said. That would be a real practical way to mark your rough draft. I mean, we're not making it too pretty right now, but we're about to. Let's start on the few little things that I want to show you today. I'm going to open iMovie. Actually, it's your library. This is your library. So we double click that. And that is a safe way so you don't accidentally open up the default iMovie library that is already on your computer, just waiting to spring into action. So here's kind of the way we left it. Right now, I am on the project kind of view up here, which is the little film strip looking. But here's our library. So let's go down here and we'll go to our interview. And these are some that we had selected from yesterday. But remember, to get that undone, we're going to just do all clips. And that goes back to your main one interview. And in this case, it was 20 minutes. And remember, the orange parts tell us what's down here on the timeline. And the green are the favorites. So let's just leave that up here for a minute. And the first thing I want to show you is how to select the face on your Zoom. If you have a Zoom gallery, you're going to want to select the person who's speaking. So right now I'm going to put this here and just use my space bar.
No creo que vamos a usar esto.
Okay, so we'll go with Alexandra right up there. And we are going to make a cut. We're going to make a cut. Command B. And then Command B right where she's speaking. Command B. This is easy. Okay, we got that. Select. Now, if we play through this, remember our /
No creo que vamos a usar esto.
She's speaking, and that's great. But we want to feature her out of this whole thing. So here's the easy. This is really easy and fun. So we're going to go up here and we're going to select our frame icon, actually cropping. But we're not going to do fit, and we're not going to do Ken Burns. We're going to do crop to fit. And all we have to do is resize this window like so. And we're going to drag it right up, and then we're either going to do the check mark or return. Let's do return. And she fills the frame. So let's play through that and see what happens.
Solo porque no creo que vamos a usar esto para el video.
Okay, so she's still speaking, but you get the idea. You can also pick this up and move it anywhere you want. There we have it, see? So it's its own.
No creo que
So that's kind of cool. So if you wanted to do your clips, you can put them at the end if you wanted to, however you wanted to do it. All right, now here's the cool part. I'm going to do this again, and this is what I was saying about we're going to copy and paste the attributes to another clip.
hay una manera que
And she's still speaking over here. So we're going to do the Command B for blade. And we're going to just see how far you want to go.
hay una manera que puedes cambiar como la posición de la computadora. Solo porque
Well, let's just do a little bit.
hay una manera que puedes cambiar como la posición de la computadora. Solo porque
Well, it's the whole thing. But that's okay. Okay, now I'm going to go down here to this one, Command C, right? We know what that is, copy. But now watch this. This is this whole thing, and I'm going to go up to I'm going to go up here to edit, paste adjustments, and the crop. So look at that. So what just happened there is it pasted the adjustment, so we don't have to do that again. Okay, and once you do that, it's going to paste the whatever you copied over here, and that's going to save you a lot of time. So if you have another one that was maybe Nicole here speaking, you would find one with Nicole speaking and do the same thing. Maybe she's down here somewhere speaking. Command C, and then go up to the edit and paste the crop, and she would be speaking again. All right, so you get the idea for that. Copy and then paste attributes using the edit. And you can use it for pictures too. Let's look into the photos. We just have this one here. While we're about it, let's go and let's import some pictures in here. So this time, let's just navigate to our, in this case, it's this one here, and we're going to look under, I think I named this Group 0. And so let's find some pictures, which, as you know, are these images. So let's do maybe 3 of those, and we will import those in here. Import selected. There we have it. And it goes right into the photos. Or you could drag them too, but we'll just do it this way. So let's put this picture like right here. And
de la computadora. Solo porque para el
they always come in with the Ken Burns effect. That is the default. But let's do this again. Let's use the reframe. Let's use the crop to fill. And that means whatever we choose in that box, it's going to fill the frame. And it's also going to take away that animation. So here we go, check or just return. And there, let's play that again.
como la posición de la computadora. Solo porque para el video, pero no sé.
Yeah. And so there we have that, and these little tiny these handles right here. These are opacity, so that'll create the fade.
Como la posición de la computadora. Solo porque para el video, pero no sé.
All right, there we have it. And you see, we went to that. This is what you're going to do at the end. All right, so I was telling you about this placeholders, right? Let's do a placeholder right in between here. Let's just say that's where we're going to have a question. So the best way to do that is go up to here to backgrounds. and take any one of these. Maybe you actually do want to use this industrial as your background for the title. So just drag it right in there. And right here, we would simply, we use it for a placeholder for right now because you can see, but later on, you're going to probably want to put your title up here. And so remember the title is line. That is, unless you do your custom ones. And if you want to do that, come see me. I'm going to drag it down here. And there we have that. And that's where you put your questions, right? And let's go back to your media. Let's get an audio in here. So I'm going to go back to my audio, my folder, which I'm putting everything in here. And here's something. And this is an MP3. It's not music, but so let's do this. Put that in there. That's going to take a little bit because that's a 1 hour track, but it did it real fast. Another way you can do it is just go up to your audio up here, and you can find music up here. Wait for a second, and let's see. We can find some. It's under effects now, but let's find some theme music, for instance. There we have something. Let's play that. So it always comes in a bit loud, so this is a good time to show you. Right now, I'm going to just drag it right down here. See the little spike? That's kind of what you want. You want it so that it's sticking in there. Sometimes you might drag it too far, but do it so that it's in the spike area. So, and we're going to now cut this. How do we cut it? Command B. And just cut it and delete. All right. And it's always really loud. So you want to take your sound percentage and drag that down somewhat. And here's our little handles for the fade in, for the music. Still a bit loud, but yeah, let's do it. All right. So, and then here's our text. One thing I'll tell you about the text is it comes in as auto, and that's going to create issues. So, and this is what the auto does. So I just adjust this to be anything at this moment. This will be, let's just say 80. That's good, but you can adjust that and do this here. Let's see. So typically you got the Spanish on top or bottom. It doesn't matter. So I'm double clicking this, and then here's the second one. Now you'll notice that and just check that. You can't get it out of capitalized. You can do different fonts if you want. So I'm going to just double click right in the window here. So we got Avenir Light, bold, heavy, blah blah blah, and then here's one. Just for fun, we're just doing this, and we play that through. It's really tough to type at this thing. You don't want to put too much in here because it'll go outside the edge. So you'll see that. Okay. There's your title. And if you like this format, guess what you could do? Copy, Command C, and paste. So don't overlook your great. Oh, there's a gap. Interesting. I know we do that. Oops. So for this, we'll put that down here. And now I think we can get rid of the gap. There we have it. Okay.
Esto
Acá se ve mejor.
Okay, and stop. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you about the audio, the title, and also how to manipulate this Zoom call situation. So if you have any questions at all, please come and see me. There's a little bit more to the audio. I told you the whole, you can globally raise it up and down. You can also select parts called ducking, which makes some parts louder than others. So I'm going to just hold my Option key and click right there. And I'm going to put 4 dots in there. Here's a fourth one, and we can do that kind of thing, you see, or lower it, however you want to do it. But come see me anytime, and I'll be happy to show you these more advanced things. But that's it in a nutshell. So I'm going to stop the share right now. There's a lot more customization that you can do if you're so interested, but that probably should get you down the road pretty much. So the only other thing that we'll talk about later is how to export it. You might need to export it at some point, and or you will, and I can show you that. All right. Well, thanks for your indulgence again. I know it's a lot. Hang in there.